In this episode of Boogering Bushcraft Style, Mark and Larry head back to LBL to the primitive campsite that they have set up in the middle of the forest. Sawdust gets there a couple of hours before dark to start working on the shelters, do a recon of the surrounding area, and place out a recorder in an area we have dubbed the killbox in the Valley of the Shadow of Death. The last time they were there, they were doing a night hike and turned up the wrong valley. Suddenly, they realized they were in harm's way with all the ambush spots and funnels they were maneuvering through. Come along with Sawdust as he takes you into the kill box at sunset to set out a drop box.
As usual, I'm late getting here. Pulled up about 3 o'clock. It took me about 50 minutes to hike in here, and I need to go out and set out a drop box out in the what we call the kill box. I was just trying to get a little bit of a head start. I was going to make a cot for Larry. I've started cutting up my parts here. I'm going to need to cut a V. I'm going to need 2 of these and 2 long ones, and I'm going to cut a V in it, and that way he'll be able to get up off the ground. They're calling for rain Saturday night or Sunday. It would help him a lot to be up off the ground in his shelter. Well, I'm going to go set out this recorder in the kill box before it gets any darker. Get back here, and I'll probably bring up some wood and go ahead and get up our wood before it gets dark so we can have a fire going, and we'll go from there. It's almost dark, so I'm going to go ahead and get this recorder set out. Coming up on the kill box. This place is really spooky. Me and Larry eased up on this a couple of weeks ago, and we realized what we were walking in the middle of, and we started easing our way back out of here. You want to make sure that you've always got some place to go. I've been hearing some vocalizations already since being at camp. I'm about 3 fingers over from where our camp is at, and you can see we're starting into the kill box. It's just trees that are broken and have fallen over, and it's a natural funnel and it's natural blinds. And it's all through where this saddle is at. There's one here. It looks like you could crawl in that thing and stand up in it if you wanted to. This is certainly a place you would not want to hit yourself at night by yourself. probably wouldn't have a dog's chance if something wanted you. You can see that the trees are down. It's just a tight funnel. And it's real close to this one over here. Something caught something coming down either of these ridges. There's 1, 2, 3, and there's one in the very back, 4. And if you could push something up into here, it'd be all over with. If you ran something from the top of that ridge down in here, pushing it this way, this is why we called it the kill box. In the valley of shadow of death. Something wanted you, you'd be a goner. As we move up into here, it just goes on and on. You can just pick your spot where you wanted to push something down over the top of these ridges. And there's nothing but a tight funnel. Something would have to go through. Probably about 15 minutes before it gets dark. Probably need to go ahead and set out this drop box. 5:30, February the 10th, Friday night. The drop box is set out. I better get my hind end back over to camp. I suppose Larry will be here in a couple of hours. Man, if you got turned around in here, you'd be in trouble. It's kind of strange that you don't hear no squirrels barking at you in this area.